Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Happy Friday. It is Aloha Oracle Friday. This is probably going to be the shortest Aloha Oracle Friday we've ever had. I forgot my guidelines at home, but just as a quick guideline, number one, I work from a good place. So if you're new or you're wary of Oracle cards and all the spiritual readings and stuff, you can leave, that's up to you. But if you decide to stay, please know that I just come from a good place. I usually try to connect with Archangel Gabriel when doing this because he is the messenger angel. You do not need to be religious to believe in angels, but that's one of my spirit guides. So anyways, also, most importantly, do not try to make a reading fit you because it'll just cause stress and overthinking. So yeah, just if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. It may later down the road. So if it sticks in your head and you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so said this last week, and you know, but if it doesn't resonate in the moment, again, please don't try to make it fit so that you don't get stressed out or anxiety or anything. Okay. And I forgot my third guideline. I should probably memorize these things. But anyways, let's get rolling. So I'm going to start with the Angels Answers deck, and then I have the New Orleans deck, and that is it. I'm traveling, and so I did not want to bring a ton of cards with me. So good morning, baby sibling. So let's see what we can get out of the Angel Answers deck. I'll probably do a few more of these than normal, only because, like I said, I only brought 2 decks with me. So, all right, we'll start there. Oh, we'll start there too. All right. Oh, 3 cards flew out on that one. So, number 1, communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. Whatever type of relationship you're in, whether it's romantic, professional, family, whatever, always communicate clearly, because the last thing you need is misunderstandings. Misunderstandings can cause so many problems. And I'm sure we've all had these. I have had these where, you know, where a person gets so angry that they don't hear what you're saying. And then you come back later and it's like, well, this is what I said to you. Well, I don't remember that. And of course you don't, because you're angry. So if someone's trying to communicate clearly with you, do your best to just kind of hold off on judgment and listen. Okay, listen. And you know, in any type of thing, even if you're having a tiff with somebody, communicate clearly. Don't yell at each other. Don't sit there and try to throw each other under the bus. That's how fights are started, and that's how stupid things happen. And been through those too, and they're just dumb. And then you know, you make up with people and you're just like, oh, okay. But also, when you are asking for things from the universe, your higher powers, whatever, whoever, communicate clearly, okay? Remember what I always say, this or something better, all right? This or something better. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, because that basket may not be meant for you. So if you say this or something better, it gives your higher powers, your source, whoever you turn to, wiggle room, all right? Wiggle room is huge when it comes to the other side of the veil, because they could be sitting there going, yep, that's not for you, but I can't do anything for you until you ask me or give me some space to do what I need to do. Okay, that's what I think they look like when they're thinking. Maybe. So anyways, big happy changes. I like this one. Not sure it resonates with me, but it would be nice if it did. So big happy changes. If you've been working hard towards something, or you know, maybe you're brand new in something, you're involved in something, whatever it is, I just say something because it's kind of a fill in the blank thing, right? It is going to bring big happy changes. So don't be nervous, don't be worried. Just go with the flow. Take each day as it comes. You know, don't overthink it. Don't try to think too far ahead. Don't try to guess what people are going to think. Just go with the flow. You know, just let life happen. All right. Trust. Trust is big. Trust is really big. Trust can also go with communicate clearly and big happy changes. When you trust that what you are asking for is going to happen, and you give it the wiggle room of this or something better, it's going to happen one way or another. What is meant for you is going to happen. And sometimes we forget to, sorry, just distracted. Anyway, sometimes we forget to trust. Trust is a very hard thing for me. I have some major trust issues that have gotten so much better over the years. But, and yes, I say years, but it's still a work in progress for me. It is, like I said, much, 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 much better than it used to be. But it's still something I'm working on doing 100%. And so I can honestly tell you from my own perspective and my own experience that when you do not trust, and you try to control everything in your life, you are just going to continue to allow your life to have a series of hiccups, obstacles, big walls right in front of you. Trusting is hard. I know. If you've been hurt a million times, or you've just, tried to trust and it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, and you think, well, why was that? Why did I bother? Think about the fact that even though it didn't work out the way you wanted to, it worked out the way it was meant to work out. Which means if it didn't work out, that means it wasn't meant for you. But when we sit there and we try to control everything, we lose sight of that. We lose sight of the lesson. We lose sight of the fact that, this obstacle in front of us doesn't have to be an obstacle. It can be a lesson. It's a learning tool. So as hard as it is, trust that what you are going through right now is what's meant for you now and possibly for a long, long time. So, trust, like I said, use your spidey instincts. Trust can be hard, but it's possible. Excuse me. Can you please turn off your sound? Thank you. Sorry, guys. Anyways, abundance. Abundance has a lot of different meanings, so I'm actually going to read this one for you because, I'm sorry, I don't mean to seem so cranky. It's just travel days are always stressful, and I wasn't going to do a show today, but I did it for one person in particular. So, because when you care about people, you care about people. So great abundance will find its way into your life. Your plans will yield prosperity, providing a sense of security about the future. Your angels will be with you as you take the actions necessary to manifest your dreams. Abundance is not always financial in nature. You may be seeking to manifest new ideas, a large circle of friends, vibrant health, or romantic love. Aww. This card can also reflect an inflow of any of these types of treasures into your life. Open your arms to heaven to receive with gratitude that which you desire. So the reason I like to read that one is because it covers everything. It really, really does. You're welcome, baby sibling. So helpful people. I'm going to read that one too. You know what, you guys? My brain literally just shut off. I don't know. I'm trying to be not cranky. This card indicates that it's time to expand your circle of friends, or you may find yourself needing to do some professional networking. That sounds like a card for me. Make time to branch out in order to create the personal or career connections necessary to be happy and successful. This card can also indicate that your situation requires the input of those who can assist you in accomplishing the task before you. This may include professionals in fields related to your questions or others who work for or around you. It could also include people in your personal life who have experience that would be useful. This card lets you know that someone will be entering your life soon who can help make your dreams come true. So if that resonates with you guys, then you know what? That's pretty awesome. So again, that's where the trust card comes in, and that's where communicating clearly comes in, okay? And that can lead to the big happy changes, right? I mean, so far all these cards are really kind of running into each other. So, I'm going to pull two more and then we'll move to the other deck. I don't like that one. It's not resonating. Well, we got in the near future, so that one's not the one we're going to go with, but that feels like it's for somebody. Let's see. Within the next few months. None of these are really resonating, but I like to give you guys the time ones because maybe you've been asking how long is this going to take. So for some of you, it could be in the next few weeks. For some of you, within the next few months. All right. So whichever one resonates with you. If you literally sat there and went, then it's probably within the next few months. But you know what? Hang in there, right? Hang in there because Things come when they're meant to come. And you never know. You could be thinking within the next few months and it could happen tomorrow. So it doesn't mean it will happen months down the road. It means it will be happening, you know. So it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm going to read this one too. I don't know why you guys are blanking, but I am. I know. Next week will be a much better Aloha oracle. But yeah, this one I think it's because I have so many things on my mind right now with trying to get packed and ready to go. So the end result of the situation you asked about is entirely in your hands. You can affect the outcome by taking a proactive approach to solving any challenges. Stand in your own power and have confidence that you have what it takes to bring about a happy ending. Don't wait for someone else to rush in and take charge. In order to come to a successful conclusion, this situation requires your unique perspective and experience. You know what? I guess I know why this doesn't resonate with me. Because sometimes you sit there and you wait 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 for so many things to happen for you, and you realize, why am I sitting around instead of living my life? Right? Sometimes when we live our life, it sparks everything up and it kind of sets up that dust storm, right? That brings all these interesting things into your life. So there are times when we have to just, take a step back and take charge. Okay? So to go back through these, communicate clearly. Communicating clearly will bring big happy changes. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to set these out because I feel like that is not the correct order for these. So, it's up to you to make things happen. When you make things happen, helpful people can come into your life. Okay? And they can help you in all different areas of your life, whatever it is or wherever it is that your soul knows. I say your soul because sometimes your mind is going to try to hold you back. But when you feel it in your gut instinct, it knows. So when these helpful people arrive, let them help you or let them guide you. Even if it's not somebody who is, meant to be in your life for a long time, they may have information that will help you. Okay? Now, when you run into these people, communicate clearly. Put it out there what it is that you are looking to achieve. Okay, if it's a business partnership, if it's maybe somebody who knows that there's a certain field that you're interested in and they're willing to talk to you about it and even just share things about it. If it's a brand new relationship, whatever it is, communicate clearly, okay? Don't sit there on your first date and go, yeah, let's get married. No, that's not what I mean by communicating clearly, okay? What I mean by communicate clearly is be yourself. Be your authentic self. But don't conform to somebody else to make them happy. Be who you are. Because most times when people are looking for someone to be, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a business partnership, they're looking for someone they know that they can have a long relationship with. They're looking for someone that, who is going to kind of jive with their vibe, for lack of a better word. Okay, so communicate clearly. And that especially goes for if you're struggling in relationships with people. And again, when I say relationships, I don't specifically mean romantic ones. I mean relationships across the board. If you are struggling with people, you have to let them know, because when you hold back or you bottle things up and push it down, it sometimes has a tendency to fly back up like a volcano. And when it flies up like a volcano, it ain't always pretty. So you just, when you communicate clearly, it may not always turn out the way you want, but it'll probably turn out better than if it just flies out of you like some kind of strange, crazy thing. All right. So when you communicate clearly, that can, that requires trust. Okay, when you're communicating with someone, you have to trust that you're being open with them is going to turn out well. And if it doesn't, then maybe it just wasn't meant for you. Okay, whatever it is across the board. But that doesn't mean to stop trusting. Trust yourself. Most of all, trust your spidey instincts. That is going to be the biggest thing that you trust. Okay, that can lead to big happy changes and abundance. And remember, abundance isn't always about prosperity. Abundance is about all sorts of things. All right, so allow yourself to be open, allow yourself to really kind of just sit in all of that. And okay, I don't know who needed that one, but the situation will improve. I actually think that's for me. So you know, I love my sister trips with my sister. She's way over there. But I really feel like every time I come here to Colorado, it's like some big personal growth experience, and it kind of frazzles my nerves at times. Not in a bad way, but it's almost like, think of like recalibrating, right? Where you're just kind of rebalancing yourself, and it's just kind of like, wow, or readjusting to things. Like, maybe if you're a person that works out, I mean, the weights are heavy at first, right? But as you keep exercising, using them, they get lighter and lighter. And that's kind of what this feels like. It feels like there's just this complete recalibration of my brain happening. And I think that's why I'm struggling with connecting. But also, to go with the other stuff, perfect timing. All right, so wait for perfect timing. Perfect timing is not your timing. Okay, it is their timing. And I know, I hate their timing too. Their time there and time here are so different, but you deal with it, and that's why it just says it's up to you. Just keep moving forward. Don't go backwards. Just keep moving forward. Okay. So let's do this really quick. A bunch of these flew out, so let's see. There must be a couple cards in here that are meant for it. Ooh, create your reality. That goes with it's up to you. Create your reality, flow, and signs. All right. Let's just go with those really quick. I'm just going to read these guys because, like I said, my brain is recalibrating, and I'm not going to try to pretend that it's not anymore. So next week, tapping in will be a lot better. Signs and synchronicities. Synchronicities are a sign of being on the right path. Everything from repetitive number patterns to animal messengers and found items such as feathers or coins can be signs that your angels are helping you along your path. If this card has shown up for you, then your angels have been trying to get your attention and point you in the right direction. If you need help in clarifying the message, simply ask for assistance from the universe or your higher power or your source, and pay attention to the signs it sends you. It's funny because the whole time I've been here, usually when I'm at home, I see crows. But I have seen some pretty big ravens here and some crows, and it's been amazing. I mean, I love both of those birds, and I know some people look at them both as being like harbingers of death, but it's just like in the tarot card. Everybody, whenever they see the death card or the devil card, they freak out, go, oh my God, I'm going to be possessed, or, I'm going to die. No, the death card is about endings and new beginnings. The devil card is about seeing the situation and looking through the bullshit, basically. Believe it or not, I actually think that the devil card is associated with the Capricorn. And that's because Capricorns, like myself, have a very skewed view of themselves. It takes a lot of self-love to learn to love ourselves. And sadly for Capricorns, can also try to be perfectionists. And these are all things that I'm trying to break. And because they don't fit me. Perfectionism, like I said, to me is just, it's a never-ending journey, and it's not the kind of journey I want to be on, because it means that you're never satisfied. Again, that's just my perspective, but that's how it feels, and that's how it really kind of plays out, to be honest with you. But when you see signs like numbers, maybe you keep seeing 222 all over the place, or 444, which is an angel number, or maybe you see triple sixes. Sixes, if you keep seeing those, it doesn't necessarily mean that the devil is going to come and possess you. It means that your life is out of balance. 555 is a number of change. 999 is a completion number. There's so many different numbers out there. If you see 1111, make a wish. But 1111 is a power number. 1212, if you're spiritually minded, in the sense of perhaps you believe in God and Jesus, but you do not associate with religion. 1212 can be a a master number. So like the archangels, Jesus, God, or your higher power or your source, whatever you associate with that. Okay. So when you see signs and maybe you're going through a lot of things, maybe you have a lot of questions, Google these things. Google 222, Google 333, Google triple numbers. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, it's steps. If you see 9, 8, 7, 6, sometimes I look at that as being a countdown, or it could be means you're taking a step in the wrong direction. There's all different meanings. Birds have meanings. Animals have meanings. Deer have meaning. Every animal has a spiritual meaning. And if you want to look it up or you want to Google these things, like maybe you randomly see something that you don't normally see, or maybe you're having a moment where you're in deep thought about certain things that you're trying to work through in your life, and maybe a dragonfly buzzes your tower. Look it up. Look up the spiritual meaning, because those can be signs from people. You know, maybe your people on the other side, your angels, your higher powers, your sources. Okay, so flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Flow is the natural balance of all beings and things. The movement of the ocean and the cycles of the moon are all perfect examples of flow. They are ever changing without judgment and a fluid form. Much like the ocean, the human experience of flow can be rather unpredictable. However, it is always as it should be. It is time for you to be aware of what your flow is without judgment. This can mean anything from a minor change in daily habits that will put you more at ease to a major decision concerning career that may lead to a huge positive shift in your life. Staying in your flow simply requires the awareness of how your energy is affected by your thoughts or experiences, and choosing the thoughts or experiences that feed into your flow instead of taking you out of it. I am going to tell you, the angel cards we got earlier, this is where trust really comes in. If you are a kind of person that says, I really need to go with the flow, you have got to trust that everything that happens in front of you and to you is meant to happen, whether it's good or bad. Now, I'm not saying that everything happens for a reason, because I know some people do not subscribe to that. But I do like to say, you can either look at something as being an obstacle or a learning lesson. That's your choice. That's your choice. But if you're going to be a person that says, I'm going to go with the flow, I'm going to go with the flow, then you have to trust that path. And that can be hard. That can be a huge work in progress, but it's worth it. And that is still one of the things that I am in a huge work in progress in. But the more I do it, the more I find it is so worth it. You know, so again, if you were going to go with the flow, you have to pair it with trust. And the last card, one of my favorites, create your own reality. Now, a lot of people believe that when they see hummingbirds, it's a loved one coming to say hello. My mother comes to me in dragonflies. The other day I was thinking about her, and I actually pulled this card for myself. And to be honest with you, one of the reasons I know it was my mother was because 33, the number 33 follows me a lot. But also, I've never gotten this card before. So it was huge. It was huge. And it's such a pretty color. She had a lot of purples in it. My mom's favorite color was purple. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? Look, here's a little picture. This is the lady that created this deck. It is such a beautiful deck. I mean, the colors are so vibrant. It's the New Orleans Oracle deck. I'm not going to, I know her first name is Fatima, but I'm not going to attempt to say her last name. It's MBODJ. If you want to look her up, but I mean, look how happy she looks. I love it. I absolutely love it. So card number 33, this is the last card in the deck. All right. So it's kind of like a finalization type of card. And it's our last card of doing this. The dragonfly is about perception, illusion, and transformation in mental energy. You have pulled this card because you've grown stronger in your manifestation skills, and it is necessary to pay attention to where you choose to focus your thoughts and energy. Think about what you want, not about what you don't want. Has a recent situation not been to your liking and led you to focus on what is lacking as opposed to what is abundant? There are often triggers that can tempt us to dwell on what we don't want. But when the dragonfly shows up, it's letting us know that we've grown beyond the thoughts that control us. It is now time to mindfully choose what you will focus on as you move forward in your life. I have to tell you, my manifestation skills have gone crazy. Yesterday, I made a purchase and I wasn't sure if I should have. And then about 3 or 4 hours later, the money I spent came back to me threefold. So it's kind of like, and I didn't see it coming. I didn't ask for it, but I just thought, you know what? If I constantly put fear in one direction, then that's what I'm going to keep drawing into me. One of my favorite sayings in the morning, which I put my book away, so I'm just going to give you the first part, is energy flows where focus goes. So again, energy flows where focus goes. So if you are constantly thinking negative, 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 that is what you're going to manifest. It is a universal law. Whether you believe in the universal law or not, it is a universal law. You know, think about the people that pray, right? Some people pray and other, you know, but they're not praying because they're demanding something. They're praying because they're saying, thank you for, you know, considering this and for bringing me these things, as opposed to, can you please give me this? Because look at the different ways, right? Just in the questions itself. Thank you to your higher power for the abundance. Or, you know, hey, source, can you please do this for me because I'm desperate? Look at the different energies. When you put gratitude into it, you can see why some people feel like their prayers are answered and other people feel like they're not. It doesn't mean you're not being heard. It means that in order for you to receive what you need delivered to you, you have to, you have to align it with the right energy. Okay? So, and that goes for me too. This is why I have all these little things I read in the morning, because I need those reminders. I mean, I'm a Reiki master. I do my Reiki principles every day, but I have to remind myself because they are good messages. And sometimes my brain just wants to shut down and go, nope. So this is a work in progress and a learning curve for me as well. All right. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Monday, self-love lesson number 19. We'll be back on the self-love lessons Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Next week we'll be back to our normal schedule because I'll be home. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, self-love. Wednesday, self-care. You know, I had something I wanted to talk about during Self-Care Wednesday, and now I totally forgot what it was. So I'm going to have to listen to my show tomorrow, from yesterday. But, and then next Friday, of course, Oracle Friday will be much longer, more cards, everything. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend, everybody. Be safe, whatever you're doing. Be careful. We're still in retrograde, so give yourself some extra time for these things as well. All right. You can catch me live 8:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Monday through Friday. Monday, again, we'll be back with self-love lesson number 19. Sorry, I just said it, but I had to think about it. So again, yeah, or all Facebook, all perspectives are live, and they are all public on Facebook, so you can find it under Shelley Marie Lucas, or you can catch the replay on YouTube under the Aloha Perspective with Shelley Marie Lucas, or you can go to my Facebook page, the Aloha Perspective, and you can find it there as well. I do apologize for kind of tripping all over this perspective today, but my brain is everywhere today. So again, thank you so much for your patience. Have a great, great day, everybody, and I will see you back here Monday at 8:30 a.m. Have a great day.